Hey there. So back in 2024, there was a tornado outbreak. I think it's now known as the Memorial Day weekend tornado outbreak. Um, but I believe it started somewhere near Oklahoma City, and multiple tornadoes ravaged Oklahoma, Arkansas, and I'm not really sure how far they got uh, east, but I'm going to focus on Harrison, north central Arkansas, particularly Harrison. So I used to live in Pyatt. I lived there at the time of the tornado outbreak. I wasn't home though. I was with my parents in Harrison. But my brother was in Pyatt and he was caught in the middle of a tornado, one of the many tornadoes that struck the area that day. I'm just making this video because I'm not sure how long this particular satellite view will be up. Um, I don't see a date anywhere. I'm not sure when. Oh, here we go. 2026. So this satellite view, I guess it says it's from 2026. I'm not sure how long it's going to be like this before they update it again. I'm just making this video to archive this um, particular satellite view era because it's pretty interesting. You can still see all of the damage from the tornado outbreak. So, the tornadoes that struck Harrison, the Harrison area in particular, um, hit, didn't quite hit Harrison. We got like the storm, the hail, the lightning, and stuff over in Harrison, but it just swept south of Harrison. It went through Bellefonte. And I have a whole other video you can watch about this topic, but I'm just going over the street view. Or not the street view, the satellite view on Google Maps because you can still see the tornado damage as of current. So it kind of swept through this area in Bellefonte. And there's not a whole lot of damage here. Like, pretty much no damage to the FedEx. I mean, I don't see any damage here to the FedEx ground facility, sheriff's department, tire shop over here. Now, there was a lot of damage. Oddly, there was a lot of damage on this side of the highway and not this side. Now, I'm thinking I don't see any of that damage. There is a tipped over truck trailer right here. And I think that might be this trailer. I'm confused. I think this particular section, this particular section of satellite view, because they're all patched together from different time periods, but I think this particular section is from before the tornado outbreak because this building was pretty badly damaged. And this truck trailer is tipped over. It was tipped over during the tornado, and it's still tipped over to this day. But yeah, I don't know. I think this area is behind in satellite view, so there's no damage over there. It's pretty interesting, odd. Going along 412 eastbound toward Yellville, you can see quite a bit of damage at a certain point. Alvey got it. Alvey got it pretty bad. And I don't see any damage out here, so this must be either outdated or I don't think it's updated because you still see a lot of damage because there is still a lot of damage over here. It's probably outdated, so they probably just haven't updated it yet to where we can see the damage. But at a certain point, you can see the tornado damage. You should be able to see it. Okay, so by the time we get to Highway 125, you can actually see the tornado damage. I'm curious to see at what point it starts. That's odd. But anyway, it appears to start like here. So right here is the first house that to the south that got it. The tornado was pretty wide. So this is like the first one affected. This house was destroyed. It looked like a cutaway dollhouse. Like the whole front was off and you can see inside. It was crazy. But you can see the damage there. Going up the highway. There's a house down there that I don't think you could see from the highway, so I never even knew that was there. Let me see. Yeah, you can't see that from the highway. I never noticed that house. I'm sick, so if my voice sounds a little weird, and if I'm sniffling and blowing my nose, that's what that is. I don't know if that's a house or a shed or like a barn or something. This house was very bad. I wonder when the street view is from. 2024. So this is. Oh wow. Oh, so this was recent. Okay, so this is after the tornado, but this is when they're building a new house here. That's not what the original house looked like. If you want to see what all these houses look like directly after the tornado, I suggest you watch my other video that I mentioned. It's called the Memorial Day Weekend Tornado Outbreak of 2024. But yeah, this is while they're building a new house here. That's interesting. But you can see, yeah, this one was terrible. Terrible. All of these, well, yeah, you can see it from street view, but all of these trees are destroyed. Complete gnarled, ugly mess. That house appears to be intact. This house, I do not know how this house survived. It's on top of a hill. This house is in a valley, so it kind of the tornado kind of went over it. I do not know how this house survived. These trailers are down in the valley. They're pretty okay. I noticed there's an address here that's 67. That's whatever. This house looks all right. It was damaged because I talked to the guy who lives here, and I guess it was pretty damaged. They were in the bathroom in the center of the house. Luckily, their house didn't get taken away or taken down because they would have not made it. These people here, their house is completely gone because there was a trailer. They just got in their storm shelter in the nick of time. That house is completely gone. It's a completely new house now. What is that? What? Is there a trailer in the woods? I never noticed that. Or maybe it's a shed of some sort. Some type of outbuilding. But yeah, this house. Yeah, you can see them building there. Still twisted metal right there. Yeah, building, that new house there. Man, old mountains, lots of new houses. Oh, wow. Huh. Cars parked here. This house was miraculously spared. It's on top of a hill. Crazy. And then it just went through here, took out stuff here, damaged. 999. Damaged. Tons of houses over here. This house here on this turn was pretty bad. There's an overturned boat right there. And you can see quite a few cars driving down this road that not many cars normally drive down. Probably surveying the damage. That's pretty bad. Oh my. Oh my. Ugh. I doubt there's street view. Oh wow. That looks like after they built it. After they rebuilt it. If I was even looking at the right house. I think that was right there. There's a cemetery, which I drove by yesterday, and they were having a burial. Yeah, just lots of random sporadic damage that makes no sense. It's like so, there's no rhyme or reason to what got damaged and what didn't. Oh my. Yeah, there's all these hidden houses that you don't really think about, but I hope everyone is okay. I know at least 2 people died in this area. The guy up... Excuse me. The guy up here said that somebody died in one of these houses. Which, take that with a grain of salt. I don't know for sure. There's a bunch of old cars in the woods there. That's cool. Up here, there's a destroyed house. There's a destroyed house. Wow. Holy cow. That house looks okay. Huh. Well, yeah. That one's rebuilt right there. That's that. Man. Yeah, it's pretty bad. This house. I talked to that lady. Like, the front of their house was destroyed, the porch and everything. All of their outbuildings gone. They have all new outbuildings here. Guess they rebuilt the porch. And then it looks like it right here where this line is. It changes time period. That's so weird. It's just patched together, so I bet there's like no tornado damage beyond this point. These are probably all new houses. That's weird. I wonder where it changes. Oh, right here. So that explains it. That explains why everything in the Harrison area is outdated, because it changes right here. So all the tornado damage is from here to here. It's just this square. I wonder how far north it goes. Looks like it ends right there. Wow, that is weird. It's a giant patch of tornado damage. It's hard to see once you zoom out. But all the tornado damage that currently exists in Google Maps at the time of this video recording is contained in this giant block here. From Harmon to Snow, I'm going to say. Or Cedar Grove. I don't know if that, I don't think that's a town, but Snow. Snow is barely a town either, but Hamlet, whatever. I don't know. Well, that's that.